Hello, YouTube chat. Oh wait, am I only coming in the left ear? Wait, I think I have to change the... There we go. Now it's mono, okay. I got a new computer, and I forgot to extract the profiles of the stream scene and stuff, so I had to remake it. So you might see some different proportions and stuff because I had to put it back together. And my audio setup might not be perfect either because I forgot I didn't export that either. So if something is messed up, just let me know. I'll just try and fix it. Oh. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Now, why did that not count for the goal? Oh, it might not be 2 USD, huh? I see. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I got a new computer. It was much needed. My computer was like 4 or 5 years old. Times were getting tough. But we're back now. Subaru the GOAT? True. True. This week we have no murder of Jordan goals. We have an actual goal that if we reach, I will continue the weekly streams. And if we don't hit it, then I'll just go play video games instead. So, I'll be chilling. But I tried to put the office back together as best as I could. Win-win type shit? Exactly, man. What would you do on these weekly streams? Probably just hang out, talk about whatever relevant anime news there is, without being conservative. Maybe I'll force Jordan on sometimes. Probably catch up on Kagurabachi and stuff too. Now that I'm not doing Shonen and Chill anymore. I need some reason to read these manga. Any thoughts on how they'll pace the fights in the next Cour? My only thoughts are hopefully well. I don't know enough about it to say otherwise. Is that Julius and Subaru kissing? Yeah. It was voted on. Every week, we vote on a new piece of furniture for the office. And that was what won. So, there you go. My Hero Epilogue Pages stream. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I guess. Why is Zorbus in the microwave? He's always in the microwave. He likes it's warm in there. His hammock. Peak anime? Many are saying this. Well, I guess we should do the poll about what you guys thought. But this, we could do one for the episode and for the Cour, I guess. So, like, let's start. Episode 8 thoughts? Peak? Good? Meh. Ass. Start poll, there you go. They cut morale, man. I could never rate it peak because they cut morale. Not as in morale, as in the word morale, but they cut more, comma, al. Feel me? God damn it, Cruz. I need to turn this guy's fucking retweets off.
When is White Fox adapting Arc 4?
When they get bought out by Sony, they'll do a remaster, because that's all they know how to do. Peak and good are tied, man. That's crazy. Someone voting for ass? Yeah, it was availing. Why the poll doesn't exist for me? I don't know, man. Has someone made the owl run a GIF yet? Yes, it actually happened. I'm pretty sure when the preview came out. I think Big Floppa made it before the episode was even out. I'm getting blamed for no reason? We know it was you, man. Regulus is cooked? Nah, he's got one more in him, don't worry about it. Alright, looks like that poll's ending at a strong 50% peak. I mean, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I would say it was good. This episode had one of the changes I liked the least throughout the core, to be honest with you. Not a big fan of that at all. But, you know. What are you gonna do? Now we do the second poll. Core 1 thoughts, question mark. Peak, good, meh, ass. There we go. The Amelia change? Yes, the Amelia change is, like, really bad. Okay, this one I gave a meh. There's no ass votes because Vortex isn't in chat today. All mid except for episode 5. Wow. %56 peak. I mean, it was a good core. It was a good core. Best adapted ReZero arc after arc 1? I don't know. I would say it was good. I would say it was good. Some of the cuts to this core are brutal, man. Some of the cuts were brutal. I don't think the direction was as good as Season 1 most of the time. I do think there were some standouts, though. Unfortunately, I'm cursed with knowledge, because I read the novel. Reading the novel just makes your anime experience worse forever, unfortunately. Core 2 will surely be better. See, I know Availing says that to slander, but it will be better. Not in terms of cuts. I don't know if it'll be better in terms of cuts, but in terms of spectacle, I think it'll be better. Forgot Otto had the book. Yeah, man, I was excited. I was excited to... Well, I am excited, I guess, to get Jordan's thoughts on the book. Luckily not for me, my affentation makes it really hard to really appreciate novel content. Hey, you know what, man? Fair enough. Fair enough. As an anime only, I really loved it, except the reveals about Al being in break time. Yeah, I really appreciate the anime-only perspective, because obviously, like, my perspective and, no, anime-only... Oh, I forgot to recreate the anime-only safe space message. Fuck! Hang on. Anime-only safe space. Do we manage to resurrect Jordan? Yeah. The curse is currently being cast in the background, so we'll get him soon. Don't worry. Damn. So you guys unanimously loved it. That's awesome. They really pushed Priscilla changing clothes to Core 2. That wasn't a push, man. That's where it's supposed to be. Volume 19, brother. Fuck. Don't mind me, chat. Yes, there's no death goal this time. This week we have an actual goal. If we hit the 15, I will continue doing weekly streams. And as I said earlier, if we don't hit it, then I'll just go live my life and have a good time. So really, it's a win-win for me either way. Is it just me or is the background warped somehow? The background is different, yes. I had to change it. Well, I didn't have to change it. I just changed it. Yeah. For all the anime onlys, when Arc 5 was announced to be split into 2 8-episode cores, we pretty much all instantly knew, oh. Yeah, it's ending on the wedding crash. There's no way it doesn't. Lo and behold. What are we adding today? I don't know. We haven't done the poll yet. I'm waiting a little bit to give people some time to get in. I miss ReZero, don't we all? Oh shit. Oh, you know what else I forgot? I forgot to put the how much do we need to donate to get the goal by 1? It's like $2 USD, I think. Got this one. It counts individual donations, not like big donations, you know what I mean? Alright, chat. Now that I'm on stream, of course, is when I'm realizing all the shit that I forgot when remaking the scene. How are they gonna adapt Arc 6? They have 22 episodes, it's fine. Can I add a drop shadow? I don't remember. I can add a drop shadow, right? Maybe not a drop shadow, but I can just duplicate, I guess. Filters. Is there a drop shadow filter? There isn't. Wasting my fucking time. How many episodes will Arc 6 have after the second core? 22. Gonna suck when I go to my friends tonight and have to explain why this episode is a 9/11 of my soul. Yeah. Yeah. Copy. Paste. Duplicate. Jesus Christ, OBS is really fighting me. Is Arc 6 confirmed already? Arc 6 has been confirmed for about 2 years. So, yes. Furniture. 1 chair. Don't hate, man. There we go. I did my best to recreate this. Ooh.
Hurga, I'm paying you with Finnish state money.
It didn't even try to do the noise you made. It just went hurga. It didn't even try. Thank you so much for the Finnish state money. I appreciate it. I'll be sure to launder it. We should get a door this week. A door to where? Or is it gonna be like a... Is it gonna be like an It's Always Sunny bit where what's behind the door never revealed? Do you think Arc 6 will come out 2025 or 2026? 2025. Yeah. A window would be interesting. A tiny door. The broken door from the wedding crash. Oh, man. How many arcs of ReZero even are there? Is it worth just reading it instead of waiting for the anime? There are currently 9. There are going to be allegedly 12. Hello, car wash. I much prefer the novels to the anime. Not to say the anime is bad, because I don't think the anime is bad. I think the anime is fun and enjoyable. It's just a different experience, and I prefer the novel experience. And I would recommend you get the novel experience. But you do you. Ultimately, whatever you prefer, I guess. Why did we have an hour-long duration of the first episode? Because they knew that if they had 3 or 4 episodes of Volume 16, Season 3 hype would have been in the mud. I have ADHD, I can't read that much text, Mr. Streamer. What do you think I have, bro? I just lock in. Would they do 1 hour episode for the Arc 6? I'm pretty sure this is public information. That's what it's speculated. Yeah, it's speculated that Arc 6 is gonna have a 1 hour premiere. Although it's not confirmed, so don't get your hopes up. Can we get an air fryer to commemorate Krush getting cooked? That's crazy. Add a shelf to the poll. A shelf is not a bad idea because then you can put things on the shelf. That's all I'm saying. Does Arc 6 have a slow start? I wouldn't say slow. It's average. It's average. Yeah, we have air fryer, shelf, fishbowl, and window. Start a poll. Next piece of furniture. Air fryer. Shelf. Holy shit, I instantly forgot the other two. My brain is so fucking cooked. Shelf, fishbowl, and window. That's right, that's right. Fishbowl. Window. Weren't we supposed to get a beanbag? I don't think that was ever happening. No door? No door yet. Next one. Next stream with like a little door behind Jordan's desk so we can say that's the door he comes through. The little Barney guy walks through that door. Shelf and air fryer are neck and neck. Fishbowl gang. Window with a whopping 7% of the vote. Mouse hole for Jordan. Give him the little Tom and Jerry fucking mouse hole. Yeah, the window voters, the third-party voters are ruining the race between air fryer and shelf. And fishbowl voters, to be frank. If you all had a coalition, windowers cost us the election. I learned last week from Technology Connections that an air fryer is just a convection oven with an inbuilt basket. Yeah, air fryers, kind of mid, man. Kind of mid. Am I alone in thinking that even though Season 1 cut a lot of the script writing, the script writing felt very tight and deliberate, Season 2 and 3 feel much more spotty? A part of me wants to say no. I agree on Season 3. But I feel like the only reason why I want to say no is because I've read Season 3 and then watched Season 3, you know what I mean? Like, this is my first time weekly experiencing the content that I've already read. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's very, very spotty. Did you see a lot of people thirsting over Super without his jacket? Yeah, they were in my Discord, bro. I'm not gonna judge, though. Did you not read Arc 4 before Season 2? I didn't know ReZero existed until after Season 2. Well, I kind of knew it existed, but I never considered watching it. I feel called out. Jacketless Subaru was peak. He looked really good in that scene, to be fair. The character art was very good. And the lighting was very good. I'm a little surprised with the way that they have decided to depict the dragon's blood. I guess I just had it in my head because of the Otsuka illustrations, how it would look is just like a black discoloration on his hand, but they're going all out with like the veins and shit too, huh? You have an estimated time for when the novel will continue? I think it's like, what, December or something? Sometime in December, right? That's what the people who know more than me are saying, anyway. Alright, we'll do the shelf. The veins is how it's described? Yeah, just in my head, I always had it, you know, obviously as the way Otsuka drew it. So to see it, like, so detailed, all I'm thinking is, like... Damn, are they gonna double down on the Otsuka mistake and stop drawing it?
Bribes to push through the air fryer agenda.
This is awkward. I'm sorry, bro, but Danny didn't beat ReZero this year? I mean, that much is obvious. I don't think anyone would disagree with that at this point. Danidan crushed everything. I have not watched the new Dandadan episodes yet, especially the one that is everyone's twerking for, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it soon. Do you think ReZero's story affected due to Tape's work schedule? Yes. Without a shadow of a doubt, yes. I do. We almost had the episode of the year. From what I heard about Dandadan 7, it's crazy. I'm the weird guy here not enjoying Dandadan. I mean, that's fair. I have Dandadan at like a 6.5.
What if Subaru was late at wedding?
I guess Amelia would have been dead. It would have been over.
Another air fryer bribe.
Bribing for the air fryer is crazy. What happens if we run out of space to add stuff? Then purifying waters will wash over the office. There will be a flash flood because of unprecedented climate change that is never going to stop because of the fascist election of 2024. And the office will start from zero. Maybe next time I won't even have a desk. You guys will have to give me a desk. 10 more donos and you guys can get your air fryer on the shelf next week? True, true. You guys keep bribing, I'll put air fryer on every single poll until it wins. Next time I don't even have an office. Yeah, you guys have to like construct the building. I'll give you guys like wood and shit. You guys have to lay down a floor plan. Sorry, I'm looking for a shelf. These all just fucking suck. Dandadan is good, but I feel very traditional. It's not a bad thing, it just never grabbed my attention. Yeah, my take on Dandadan was basically that... Well, this was specifically the manga. I never really felt like it did anything exceptionally well. But it was still like, I had a fine time with it. The anime is very good. Will you keep doing these streams? We have a goal. If we meet the goal, I'll keep doing it. I'm just trying to gauge interest, really. And if I gauge that there isn't enough interest, then no, I probably won't do them until Cour 2. Do the easy thing and add the air fryer. Wow. Thoughts on the 38 extra pages of My Hero? Indifference. I don't really care. If I'm streaming at the time, I guess I'll check them out on stream if they get released like that. But I don't really care that much. Bring Jordan every stream. If we continue the weekly streams, Jordan will be invited to any stream he wants to come on. It's really up to him. So. Insane how little people donate to keep streams versus to kill Jordan. The people love Jordan, even though they bully him. It's because they like him, okay? I'm just an accessory to Jordan. If you 77... Oh shit.
I enjoy the
okay,
streams.
I was like,
Have you ever read Fire Punch? I feel like it was the best
not.
manga of the 2010s.
I have not. I could put it on the list though. I know it's a fan favorite Fujimoto manga. If you 775, then you would help us reach the goal to prove a certain Jake isn't the only real ReZero tuber. That was a little out of pocket, I felt like, yeah. Congrats on almost 21k, thank you. The channel has grown quite a bit during Season 3, even though it's been 8 weeks. Don't get me wrong, I had a great time making doing this stuff for you guys. But fuck. 8 or 11 weeks of not having to pump out an episode video? Oh my god, dude. Thank god. We're gonna be chilling. Air fryer? Thank you for the 1 month. I appreciate that. Hey, we're 6 out of 15, alright? We're getting close to the air fryer breb. Being after Yosefam ended? Yeah, I can only imagine, man. You had to do it for like 27 weeks though, man. You'll be back in the grinder come February? I know. You do the episode videos so quick, how the fuck? I have my methods that I will no longer share. Because people keep biting my shit. They keep biting my tactics, so we keep it on the down low, it seems. There we go. Are you excited for the 22 weeks straight for Arc 6? That better not be the case. You were making videos the day they came out? A little bit more impressive than that, I feel. I was making videos like an hour after they went up on Crunchyroll. Do you want the method? Is Capella speculated to be a part of the royal family? I mean, her name's Lagunica, right? I mean, she could be a fake though, she's a shapeshifter, so... Put it behind the plant. The plant is on the background image. I cannot currently. I would have to separate it later. Oh my god. These people need to stop commenting spoilers on these anime only videos. And fuck me. Behind plant. The technology to go behind the plant does not exist currently, chat. And by that I mean I don't feel like doing it. Asa got 20k subs, getting channels biting his shit all the time. It's so absurd. It is absurd, man. What the fuck? Just doing my own thing, man. This is the name of the game, though, man. I get it. It's a little frustrating sometimes, but yeah, what are you gonna do?
Air fryer.
Air fryer. $2026? Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
2026 gonna be our year, Lillian X.
Liliana X is a fire emote idea, man. Jot it down, Caper, jot it down. And now that the season is done till February, ReZero content not gonna be sustainable for a bit. I hate it here. Maybe. I'll still make it though. Fuck it, man. I don't care. We'll see. I don't think this is a spoiler, but is there any major novel speculation on why Capella has dragon's blood other than for treatment for the illness that befell the royal family? I don't think so, no. I don't think there's any speculation. That I'm aware of, anyway. To those that don't know about Liliana X, I was talking in Discord and I offhandedly typed Liliana X as like a fake emote. It's just like Liliana doing this stupid Elon Musk jump that he did. Bro, somebody commented on the episode 8 video today. They were criticizing something, I don't fucking remember what. Oh, it was stupid, yeah. But dude, people are beating his I've had to delete a few comments because like holy shit, man. Some people are going crazy. Like, there were people dropping slurs in the comments in response. I had to ban somebody with a full bleach layout. Hashtag noticed. They were, like, this guy's take, what was his take? Let me see. He said, I didn't like the scene. I think they fucked it up greatly. The whole sequence looks really fucked up. They made it look like Amelia was gasping when Reinhard mentioned his name. What were they thinking? They couldn't add in one word of Amelia saying Subaru. Don't matter if it's on volume 19. It's one word, so it doesn't make it look like she fell for Reinhard mentioning his name. Like, oh my god, that's such a stupid comment. But whatever. It's a bad comment, whatever. People were fucking pissed in the comments, man. People are beating his ass. Bleach fans do be conservative. So I've heard. So I've heard. What are you guys gonna do about that? You guys gonna clean up shop? Alright, is it time for Jordan? Reminds me of the guy that didn't like the anime version of the Wedding Crash had Subaru and Reinhardt and blue lighting. Oh yeah, I saw that. Kid named Nighttime? Kid named Moonlight? Kid named Going Outside and Experiencing Moonlight. Happy to be in the woke community. That's us, dude. There was some tweet. I don't remember what it was. I think Pyral showed it to me. But it was like a tweet asking like, oh, who are your guys' favorite ReZero creators? And people... somebody... or a couple of people said me, and some guy was in the replies going like... he's too woke. My Wedding Crash shouldn't have woke lighting in the light of the Democrats. Isn't the whole fight at night? Yeah. It is. The woke mind virus. Yeah, I'm infected by the woke mind virus. If you're a ReZero fan and conservative and you just suck at reading, I guess, the number is larger than 0. In fact, it is larger than like 5 digits. Just bought LN 121, but sad I can't read them in public because of Atsuka's Gooner art. Oof. Wait, you're woke? Unsubscribe? I'm so unbelievably woke. Whatever that means. I'm the guy that makes all the characters in anime gay and minorities. They come to me and they're like, should we do this? And I'm like, yeah, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, although there will be consequences. I remember watching one of your streams and being surprised to hear real-life politics mentioned, not negatively or positively, just surprised. My young adult life was very politically motivated. Yeah, Sony might be buying Katakawa, and that fucking sucks. Like, really bad. Wokeski Gaybaru. What the fuck is that? I'm gonna make that Bartol's name in Discord, 1 second. Where is he? Change nickname. Woketsuki Gaybaru. There we go. Could you put the rainbow flag a little higher? Yeah. There you go. You think Sony buying Katakawa will affect ReZero? I think it will affect very few things in ways that people expect. For the Katakawa purchase to affect ReZero would have to mean that they are going in like, oh yeah, we're gonna change all these IPs and shit. Really, it's probably largely FromSoft, and to some extent their video division, which does include ReZero. It's very possible that should Sony acquire Katakawa, they would not let a ReZero 4-year gap exist. Because we've seen the profit margins that ReZero creates when it's airing. And we saw that Katakawa was reporting losses from previous quarters because ReZero wasn't airing anymore. Okay, bro, I'll send it to you in a second, yeah? Let me woke around real quick. Here's the office wall paper. Where's the shelf? Where's the shelf? There you go, Buster. Woke 0 be like Arc 7. Yeah. Does Reinhardt have a divine protection of wokeness? Some are saying this, yes. Some are saying this. They're more focused on controlling FromSoft. Yeah, let me be clear, first of all. If they're going after anything in particular, it's FromSoft. What the fuck? You sent it before you said that? Am I behind again? Don't worry, Caper. There's a thing called stream delay. I heard some people hated Arc 7 Phase 3, and that's very silly. The most I will say, without getting into the spoilers, is some people love to posit the keep politics out of my god dang anime. Audio cutting out? Am I lagging? It might be my noise gate. Wait, like, am I... Wait, what's happening? Pretty big stream delay? Oh, I'm not dropping frames, so... This might be a YouTube thing. Do you want the tree in the corner gone? Sure. Like, my internet is fine? Pretty sure? Yeah, I'm doing a speed test right now. My internet's perfect. I haven't dropped any frames. There might be some, like, YouTube ingest servers that are shitting the bed. Anyway, as I was saying, the thing about Arc 7 Phase 3 is that there's a lot of people who are very, very sensitive about politics in my goddamn fiction. How dare they? But only about left-wing politics. It's never, never, ever, ever about status quo politics. Which is what many anime and fiction discusses to begin with. So it's never really about politics in art. It's always about politics they don't like in art. And we see that manifest with ReZero. Because there are a lot of things that ReZero does that fall directly in line with status quo, I guess you could say, like, gender norms. Not to imply that it's, you know, always doing that, because I don't think it's always doing it. But there are comments from people like Subaru talking about how, oh, you know, what was it in Arc 2? He was talking about how they're not dressing, like, girly enough or something like that, right? That's a political statement. But it's a normalized political statement. Therefore, it's not a political statement to them. The stream's so cooked, I recommend refreshing the stream. Because I am not dropping any frames. And it sounds like YouTube is shitting the bed. It was to Rem? Yeah. Yeah, Subaru was like, you guys don't dress girly enough. Women should dress cute. Yeah, something like that, something like that. Girls dress pretty to be appealing to men. There you go, there it is. That is a political statement. Because that's a thing people say in real life. Today. I heard you have to read the EX volumes before reading Arc 7, which EX vol is particularly important. I wouldn't say you have to. I would recommend it. EX4 and EX5 at the very least. No, I would absolutely read all of them, though. Natsuki Subaru? Which is also why I thought it was to point out his sexist ideas at the beginning, to be fair. Yeah, it is. It exactly is. But it's still a political statement. And I think that's kind of the divide, because a lot of people get very, I can keep adding varies and it still would not encompass how mad people get at me for saying this, that Subaru has incel-like behavior in arcs 1 through 3. It's because he's saying shit like that. But to them, these kinds of statements are so normal, there's nothing out of the ordinary, you know? And a lot of people don't know this because they don't read. People on ReZero Twitter don't read. Otherwise we wouldn't be having half the conversations we have. Bro, Subaru has always had some interesting relationships with his gender. His gender identity. That's why Regulus is a Subaru mirror of sorts. That's exactly it. So, like, when people get so mad about it, I'm like, what do you think Regulus is supposed to represent? Just nothing? Honestly, Subaru's misogynistic ideas from growing up, somewhat of an otaku being challenged, were handled really well in ReZero. I completely agree. I completely agree. I think Subaru being an incel light, because I don't think he was totally an incel. I think him being adjacent to it is very on purpose. And it's very much related to the growth he's supposed to go through. And it's also very much related to the place he came from. Who would have thought? Japan is socially conservative. Didn't Subaru dress as a woman in his school? Yes. I thought Subaru's early incelish behavior are pretty obvious. It is obvious. I think a lot of people are just really uncomfortable with the word incel because they always take it to the extreme for people like Elliot Rogers and shit. But that's not the only type of incel there is. With the way language works and evolves, incel, colloquially, does not even refer to being involuntarily celibate. It's taken on its own label for this whole group of people that are not big fans of women, unfortunately. You know what? If you are using incel in, like, its intent, like, its God-crafted definition of involuntarily celibate, that just means you don't fuck. That's it. That's all it means. So obviously that's not what people are just referring to. I love Natsumi. I agree. I think Natsumi's great. There's such an interesting disconnect between some of the people that I've seen on Twitter and the way they treat Subaru, right? Like, they want so badly to make Subaru out to be this hyper-masculine badass. Which is why they always have a fucking if Subaru profile picture. All the time. All the time. Because they don't want Subaru for how he is. Which is a little gay. A little... Not exactly in the gender binary, perhaps. They want this hyper-edgy, hyper-masculine version of Subaru. Which is what the ifs are. In some cases. Not all, of course. Turn back around and I see glaze it till you make it. That's crazy. We need gay if Subaru? I agree. They just want to have a cool Subaru profile picture? And why do they think he's cool? Gay if Subaru, that's just actual Subaru. Because evil Subaru is cool? Why do they think evil Subaru is cool? Like, we can walk this back until we reach certain behavioral traits of if Subarus that they find appealing.
Tape should have never written those damn ifs.
I agree. Because he abuses RBD. And we can put a pin in that, right? Because he abuses RBD is... I don't think that's every if, right? I'm pretty sure it's just some. Because it really exemplifies the masculine urge to die in a very pretty snowy cityscape. It glamorizes. I'm not saying that like Tape is doing it intentionally or anything. You know what I mean. I'm saying that in their minds, Subaru is a badass because it's glamorizing the self-sacrificial tendency of a man. They want to see him being this hyper-masculine abuser type. Yeah, correct, yes. They want to see him control everything. They want to see him... Masculine urge to fucking... Yeah, the masculine urge to die in a battlefield. And again, I don't think that's what Tape is thinking while he's writing it. I think that's what people see in it. When ReZero become your favorite anime? When I watched it. In 2021. Do people glaze the ifs like they aren't bad routes? Bro. You lack the critical information. I still to this day have people coming in chat and be like, so, when do you want the ifs to be animated? And I'm like, never! Fucking never! Do the fucking EXs, please! Please, God. Do the Willogy OVAs, for the love of God. Goodbye, Floppa. I guess a good way to paint the cognitive disconnect. I can't remember the actual word I'm thinking of, something to say cognitive disconnect. Or how cops like the Punisher. That's kind of how it is with Chuds liking Subaru. If Subaru in particular. This cognitive dissonance, that's the word, thank you. Cognitive dissonance. Cognitive like Persona 5, the cognitive world? I don't know what the fuck that means. What EX would you like to be animated first? Ugh. That's such a hard question. I feel like in my head I'm like, okay, well, EX4 might be the most pertinent, and then I'm like, well, Willogy's pretty important, and then I'm like, well, EX5 is also pretty important, and then I'm like, shit. EX1 is great though, and it's also pretty important too. And then I'm like, well, fuck, I don't know. I can't believe Battle Ballad wasn't part of the EX novels. It's about to be next month. Am I the only one who thinks seeing alternate versions of Subaru is cool just because of the concept? No, I think it's cool too. I think the base concept of an if is very fun. EXs are never getting adapted. I know. I know. Play Persona? Do I have to? I've been thinking about it for a while now, though. We've gone like 20 years without moral good heroes being the most popular archetype. This is why Trump is president. Natsuki Subaru, save us. Concept that's cool in execution? Yeah. Play Alan Wake 2? It is on the list. And I did upgrade my computer, so I'm pretty sure I can run Alan Wake 2 now. I think I could have ran it before too, but it probably would have just kind of run like shit, so... I was gonna make a Silent Hill 2 video, but then I got bored. So instead I incorporated part of it into my next video. Which is about, 60 FPS anime openings. You think Arc 7 will be harder to adapt than Arc 6? Yes, in different ways, though. I think Arc 6 will be hard to adapt directorially. I think Arc 7 will be hard to adapt in about every single way possible. Is Yen Press not translating Battle Ballad? EX6 will come out next month, and then, knowing Yen Press, it'll take about 6-7 centuries, and then it'll be out in English. Arc 7 and 8 shouldn't be hard to adapt at all, except for the animation. Yeah, when you leave out the most crucial part of the Arc 7 and 8 adaptation. Yeah. I was waiting for Silent Hill 2 video. I'm sorry. I really tried, but I got bored. Like, I started typing and I was like, man, I don't really feel like doing this. Yen Press delayed the newest volume, didn't they? It wouldn't be a Yen Press release without a volume delay. Jordan. I'm screaming in his face right now, telling him to wake up. Come find me, Yozakura-sensei. There he is. Hi, Jordan.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Hey, man.
We're back. What's going on, chat? Good to see you guys. Yeah, I didn't forget that some of you all were beating my ass earlier, but, you know, we'll come back to that later. You know? I'll play nice. Oof. Dude.
I give you
sounds like
I should give you mod powers for your birthday, and you could just fucking go on a mess.
Oh my god, yo, please, please. Oh, dude, wait. I think the next half actually might like end close to it. I'm pretty sure because it starts in February. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Oh, I'm coming for Bubba, baby. Oh, just you wait. Oh, just you wait. What's up, chat? What's good? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world.
The little Barney. Oops, I accidentally moved Barney.
My Hero B. Jordan for Barney. Okay, bro.
My Hero B. Jordan. That's crazy.
it's like Michael B. Jordan actually
yeah,
gonna play
crazy.
Kind of well. I love that caper. There we go. Hey, chat, it's me. I'm standing this week, baby. Oh, no, I'm not. All right, there we go.
Zero brothers, we've got a Russian Revolution Yen Press.
We need to get the author to make a second character named Jordan.
Dude, yes, bro, please.
Imagine, dude. That would be fucking crazy.
Chat. This is up. This is your mission, chat. Next time Tepe's got the live stream, get in there. Do what you got to do. I don't care what method you use.
If you guys get a Jordan character in Gesteco, that would be unfucking believable.
Our stocks will be so up, chat.
That would be unfucking believable, dude.
I would love it, man.
The guy who doesn't even fucking read it.
Hey, listen. I'm there in spirit, all right? Every time you guys see that word, Jordan, you're gonna think of me.
Oh, Jordan's in front of the text. Oh, whoops, I gotta drag him down.
Am I? Oh, yeah. I didn't even realize. Hold on. Why did I get added in the... Oh, okay, that's Pyro. Yeah, man. Ooh, dude, where do I even want to begin this week? Pull up my notes here. I've got nice little page, pretty much flat. So this week was really good, man. I loved it. I mean, my theories came true for a lot of different reasons. Holy crap! I'm so glad chat was good enough to not spoil. I appreciate you guys not spoiling, because I damn near threw my keyboard when the door came down and I saw them both. And
I knew you were gonna love that, man.
I was like, yes. It's so hype, man. That's so good, man. I love it, dude. God. And then the funny part too is that I know you asked me the other day. You know, you were like, do you have any more matchups that you want to theorize? And I threw Priscilla and Sirius together just because I thought, oh, they both have like flame magic. You know, what are the chances? And I was actually on the ball, and I was like, oh my god, wait, I was actually cooking. I was just waffling, you know what I mean? But dude, it actually came true. Loved it, man. So just starting from chronological order though. First exclamation point of the episode. Otto had the tome.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna like that too.
Which is kind of like a casual yeah. Like you holding like government documents from the rest of the You know, and it's crazy because I remember you told me that that
Hello,
somebody
Jordan,
did grab it. You know what I mean? I don't know if you specified when we were talking about it, but I was like,
no.
Otto. And you know what? It makes a lot more sense though, because you know he would be the only person in the sanctuary at the time that could have grabbed it. You know what I mean? Nobody else could have. You know, I thought it was just gone because back in season 2, it's not like they showed a scene where it's like Otto was kind of randomly in the forest and maybe he was like he just picked up something on the way back from ABC XYZ. So I thought that was really cool, and I like the position that this. I told you not to talk shit about Otto. Okay, yeah, my bad, Pyro. I owe you an apology. I'm sorry. That's your goat.
We have a $2 from Availing saying hello, Jordan, aka ReZero Anime Channel Gooner.
Hey chat. Hey Availing. I gotta accept it. For the donut, I gotta accept it. Availing, I will catch you later. Don't worry. I will catch you when you're lacking. When you're in the alleyway, you're gonna see me standing at the end. Like I remember what you called me.
Availing will hit you with his car. That's what he does best.
Well, shoot, never mind. I made a mistake and I'm backing out the alley. Jordan is not beating accusations. I don't have any accusations. Whatever Bubba told you guys, even after gooning. Okay, never mind. All right, see, I'm not reading that.
You gotta read it in full. It's his first dono too. You have to read it.
Even after the gooning, I'm still a Jordan fan. Thank you, Brat. I guess. God damn it. I hate Bubba, bro. I hate Bubba for what he did today. Oh my god, but that's another discussion. But Jordan, have you been debriefed on Schultz? Outside of the fact that he was found, no question mark. Am I supposed to be debriefed?
He's like 9.
I
don't know what else they want to be debriefed on.
He's like 9. I'm like, bro, there's something else that I just
I don't know what else you need.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure, man. You know, just asking the source, man. But I really like this position that Otto kind of mentions with the whole not trusting the Margrave and all that good stuff. But I'll get to that in a second. I want to just stay in order. I like the fact that first of all, he went to go restore the tome. I didn't think the tome could be just kind of casually restored by anybody. I kind of thought that it would really either require somebody that was on like Archbishop / witch level, and I guess I didn't expect just anybody to be able to restore the tome, but I guess time has passed so much, you know what I mean? There's more talent out there that can restore a book.
It was cut It's not really like that big of a deal, but it kind of
Oh, brother.
it kind of informs it a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Otto is particularly going to a guy named Darts. Not Dart. That name doesn't mean anything to you, so don't worry about it.
Mm.
Is a guy in Prestella who is capable of using Restoration Magic, which is an offshoot of Yang Magic. It's a spell from Yang
Oh.
spell, I guess, in big quotes.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, that okay, that's cool. That's cool then.
Mhm.
It being an offset sounds a little bit more enticing as to how he can just like, bring back something like a tome. That I could get behind for sure.
Mhm.
And I do like how this kind of gives the Emilia camp an interesting upper hand, but I want to get to that in a second. Right after this point, that of course Priscilla joins the fray. This whole time I've talked about week after week how everybody kind of has like their own kind of agendas, kind of happening at the same time. And with her finding Schultz now, I'm glad that she's kind of joined the fray. I'm glad that she's finally getting on board with things.
She's gonna throw hands.
Yeah, she's gonna throw hands, and I'm excited to see how they do her because for all I know, she could end up being a secret White Fox favorite by somebody on the team. I don't know quite yet, but I'm waiting to see what they may do, and I'm waiting to see what her moveset is. But that's cool. I'm glad that she joined the fray. Pulling into the outside conversation with Otto and Subaru, definitely one of the more interesting parts of the episode, with Otto saying how he does not trust in the Margrave, right? And I like how he went about it by basically saying how, you guys may be kind of calm, right? And kind of moving past things, past the sanctuary. That's cool and all, but I'm staying vigilant. I don't trust him. And I like his explanation of a time lag, right? Because post the sanctuary conflict, I'm pretty sure Roswell had said that like he's not gonna harm anybody else, right? And I think like he has like doesn't he have like something on him? Like it's not like a curse, but like isn't there like something that like prevents him? Okay, yeah, a curse oath that pretty much prevents him from hurting anybody else, right? The thing is about that is that I don't know. So if we go by the assumption of Otto's time lag example, right? It's kind of like playing like a long game of chess, right?
Mhm.
You know that at some point you want to move a certain piece at a certain point, but you won't move it until it's time. So if Roswell had put this whole piece right in action and it's in motion, but it won't happen way after he got this curse oath, then technically it could probably bypass it because it happened. It's in motion before, you know what I mean? And I'm wondering if there is something else that Roswell could have in motion, because I think that's an interesting idea. Having different things in motion before the incident with the sanctuary had kicked off. I think that's really interesting, and it would show that once again, Roswell is that guy. You know what I mean? Granted, of course, he's got some ropes, on his, tying his hands behind his back now with this whole curse oath, but that doesn't mean that he hasn't set up like 20 different contingency plans before that. And I think that Otto's whole reasoning of I need to confirm suspicions before anything may pop off, that's why I'm getting this thing restored, is a genuinely good idea. And I'm also curious to see how this tome can play into the future of the Emilia camp as well. They could probably use this thing to kind of, guide them or, kind of keep them in some type of safe lines, you know what I mean? Or prepare, you know what I mean? I think that'd be really cool to have. Or if the restored tome is maybe nerfed a little bit, you know what I mean? Maybe it doesn't restore to full on functionality before it was burned, but maybe it kind of like can do a certain task and then it has to go on like cooldown, you know what I mean? I think that'll be kind of cool to see too. But really liked Otto's conversation this week. He definitely a very cool MVP kind of moment for him in relation to probably the later political things down the line with the Emilia camp. Crucia's condition, not gonna lie, just keeping it buck, but man, she looks like shit, man. I mean, it's not looking good, man.
That's
definitely
crazy.
coming off from last week. She is definitely done for the rest of this core. I honestly feel bad for Ferris, man. They just can't catch a break. And it's kind of interesting too here because this whole thing about the curses, I'm kind of curious as to why it. Okay, well, let me explain how I took it. Right, so right now, Subaru has one dragon in him, right? Like just going off the imagery from the episode where we saw how the curses were conflicting. He's got one dragon in him, and he's got one dog within him, right? And those two things. Yes, I knew you were gonna make that joke. They're canceling each other out right now, right? So
Yeah.
my thing is the fact that if he's trying to take essentially another dragon within him, does that mean that it's not canceling out? And that's why
Well,
his hand was starting to be corroded by the curse from her.
I wouldn't think of it as one dragon and one dog. It's just one curse against another curse, really. So he's taking the same curse, really.
So is it getting stronger by taking another curse?
Potentially.
From her? Okay. Because I was just wondering, you know what I mean? Like, it started to have like a backlash against him, and I was like, well, he didn't have like he had like a weird reaction internally before, but you know, it didn't seem like he was having any more negative effects outside of the whole leg and then the regeneration. But now it seems to actually hurt him this time.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if that might be the case of taking too much potency of one curse to the other will cause the side effects to kind of to kick in per se. So there are a dragon and a dog inside of me. Yo, Bright, you might want to get that checked out, man. I don't know. But I think that was a cool detail, and pretty much I'm wondering now, like, if his arm is gonna go back to normal, because it seems to be like it's staying kind of consistent for the entirety of the episode, unless I didn't see it at the end of the episode, it went back to normal.
Here's the thing. We don't know either, because at some point the illustrator just never draws it again. So we don't know what they're gonna do. There's no like explicit mention of it's invisible now. He just stops doing it.
It's gonna be real awkward when we get to the next core and they just like forget to draw the curse on his arm, and it's just like, well, I guess he's fine now. Oh, I hope they keep consistent. Yeah, I really hope they keep consistent with that, man. That's gonna be real awkward if I notice that.
If they want to get rid of it, they can just have like an anime original scene where he's just like, oh, it must have settled and now it's invisible. Like at least.
Yeah, they gotta have some type of consistency, man, because that's gonna be real awkward, man. Somebody's definitely gonna notice. I'm gonna notice. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, don't do it, White Fox. Please don't do it. But yeah, as far as the identities of the corpses here we got. So obviously we knew that one of the people was Theresia. The other one though being 8 Arms Kurgan. I found his. It's an interesting position because part of me thought that the reason why I'm a little fuzzy on Priscilla's history and all that good stuff, but I know she's from Wallachia, right? Or like she has like her origins are tied to Wallachia, right? Something like that.
You know that?
I may or may not have gotten flashbanged by the Twitter timeline. Unfortunately, but I mean I remember like seeing like Wallachia mentioned or whatnot with her. If that's the case, a part of me thought that maybe that might be the reason why she stuck around was maybe to make sure that like none of Wallachlia's issues kind of come for her down the line and whatnot. But I do find that interesting how there's another nation kind of being brought into the mix here, even if it's just briefly with this guy. I'm curious to see how they take him down, because he's like a swords master of Wallachia. One of the strongest sword masters of Wallachia, I believe.
So
what Wilhelm said.
Kurgan's death was actually cut from season 1, not as in like it was like shown or anything, but they were discussing the most popular archbishops, and the two that came to mind were both Betelgeuse and Regulus. Betelgeuse for obvious reasons, and Regulus because he went to Wallachia, and what he did is he went to this city called Garkla and he destroyed it. And Kurgan was there, and Regulus killed Kurgan. That's the story for that.
Bro, okay, I'm not gonna lie, that sucks that they cut that. Oh, dude, I feel like that'd be like a really cool callback if we knew this information.
It would have been.
You know what?
Welcome to season 1, baby. All these cool
White Fox
callbacks.
When I catch you. Dude, that's crazy. I mean, Theresia is there at least, but dude, I thought that would have been really cool, because now, compared to Theresia, he just seems like a random guy from Wallachia, you know what I mean? Like, no, he's not just...
I guess
he is, but like...
Even if you do know it, he's still kind of just a random guy, but a little bit less of a random guy. Yeah. I would have felt like there's just like, there's a little bit of pre-established context for him, but which is like the same thing we talk about every time with cut content, when people are like, oh, you could just re-add it later. I mean, like, yeah, you can, but like you lose all of like the foreshadowing points and the build-up points and all that stuff, and it's very unfortunate.
Yeah. There's always something give or take here. When either you do it right the first time, or when you do it later, you're on a give or take mode.
Yeah,
it makes
it makes stuff seem less premeditated.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's unfortunate. That really is unfortunate. But I'll keep that in mind then for sure. I actually might I kind of add that.
Yeah, go ahead and jot that one down.
Yeah. Cut content from season 1. So I know Wilhelm. I'm gonna go ahead and put I'm gonna say this for the predictions actually. So I'll stop here with that. But I like Wilhelm kind of stepping up for the plate here and all that good stuff. I know he's got his agenda. And then we're gonna pull back into the room. So, inherited divine protections, that good stuff. Before I pull back into the room, inherited divine protections. That is a heck of a reveal, dude.
Yeah, that's quite interesting, isn't it?
It's kind of like I know you hate the MHA mention, but it's kind of like if All Might completely lost his quirk in the middle of All Might vs. All For One. You know what I mean? It just left. You know what I mean? And it went from her to Theresia to Reinhardt, and I was like, damn, that's tough because it can choose who it wants to go to, and clearly it can choose when it wants to go to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was fuck
wow.
you, Theresia, I'm bouncing.
Yeah, and it's like she had to pull, he mentioned how she had to pull up the rear as a mortal, and that's man, that is rough, dude. That is really rough. And it adds some kind of a little bit more nuance to this whole situation about why Reinhardt may kind of feel bad and all that good stuff, I'm sure he knows about inherited divine protection and all that good stuff, given that he owns it. And it's just man, this family angst, man, it goes deep to the point where some of it's even beyond their own control. You know what I mean? It really sucks, man. But I thought that was a heck of a lore drop too, to just kind of include as to how she died, because you know what I mean. It really just wasn't a casual accident. It was man, you got RNG'd. And speaking of RNG, can we talk about how Reinhardt was just blessed with the ability to see?
This is kind of the conflict, right?
Okay.
So the divine protection can choose when to go. It does it on its own volition. However, what we just saw at this scene was Reinhardt just get a divine protection because he wanted it.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I shit you not, I had to do a double take. I thought I missed a piece of information during that scene. I was like, no, I didn't. He was just like, oh, I've been blessed, +1. It's that simple? You know what I mean? That's kind of OP, bro. That's very OP. He was like, I got the divine protection to see other people's protections. And I was like, hello? Tape, you want to nerf just a little bit, dog? Dude, that shit is cracked, but my brain just I've never seen anything like that. You know what I mean? I've never seen anybody
a character that could just wish for a power and he just gets it.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. That's far worse than anything Gojo related, dude. That's ridiculous, bro. Bending mana at his will was already okay, bro. But dude, this dude could get the divine protection of just this aura, and it's just ridiculous, bro. I have never in my life, but that was funny to me. But I liked how Liliana does in fact have a divine protection of telepathy. You know what I mean? And I think that kind of calls back to how she was able to kind of break people free from Raph's control back in the bunker. Excellent explanation.
To circle back a little bit, when I first read Arc 5, my proposal, and Pyro, the only reason why I bring this up is Pyro reminded me, I wasn't being more specific because I didn't remember if it was a spoiler or not. My proposal was that maybe Reinhardt is a little more responsible than we might think. What if he can just wish for the divine protection of the Sword Saint? What if he was able to do it? Ultimately, we don't know. But because when you look at the conflict from outside, it's oh, this is crazy. What are you guys doing to Reinhardt? This doesn't make any fucking sense. And then you learn he can wish for divine protections, and you're like, oh. Oh.
Right.
The beef. I understand.
Yeah, because it makes you wonder if he accidentally kind of, yoinked it in the worst possible time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I hope that's not the case. I really do. But God, that would be kind of funny if it was. I'm not gonna It'd be terrible, but God, dude, that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, he was 5, so like, you know, he probably didn't mean to do it. He probably wasn't fucking around intentionally, but
Yeah, it's like, you know, I can imagine like, if like, you know, if a kid learned that he could someday inherit a superpower, then like, you know, he probably was like waffling like, man, I wish I had this power right now, and it's just like, oh, here it is. It's like, oh, wait a minute.
Here it goes.
Yeah, here he goes. And then mom was like, oh shit, you know, like, oh, well, not mom, grandma was like, oh shit, you know. But yeah, and then we're gonna get into matchups here. So let's talk about these matchups, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, Priscilla versus Wrath, aka Battle of the Flames, coming up in Core 2. And Liliana, it's technically it's a 2v1. When back in the beginning of the season, I said that how Reinhardt is probably the one person that does not need to be present in Wrath's area because of the fact that unless he was by himself, but then again, that doesn't matter anymore because Wrath's effect can span across a large AoE. It was affecting everybody in the bunkers, meaning that if Wrath probably wanted to, she could amplify it to the point where everybody was under the same level of effect that if Reinhardt were to kill her, everybody in the bunkers would die too. So I think that this 2v1 is a really good setup because Liliana essentially is negating the effect. I think that Liliana will probably have to sing while she fights in order to negate Rav's effect from spanning out wider than it needs to while Priscilla goes for the kill. I think that's really cool. It's basically like 2 domain expansions, except it's a 2v1 domain expansion. If that's how Liliana's like telepathy whole thing works, like it really cancels out Wrath in personal, I guess stuff. I think that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what Priscilla can really do. Because I can guarantee that it should be a very kinetic battle, unless it's kind of like a one-sided one-shot by Priscilla. I would hope that Sirius would put on, you know, quite a fight if possible. But I'm looking forward to seeing what this Yang sword can do, especially. I know what we saw with like just cutting the Demi Beast was just the tip of the iceberg. You know what I mean? This girl might be cracked for all I know, and I still don't know her full origin, so I don't even know what she's capable of, truth be told. But you know, we'll see. Wilhelm and Garth versus Lust, definitely. Oh, and Ricardo. I'm sorry. Definitely my most unexpected one for sure. I know that Wilhelm needed to go for Theresia 100%. You know what I mean? So I understand that, and I know that those 2 archbishops are pretty much guarding Lust. So it gives me the impression that Lust may not be the strongest when it comes to one-on-ones. I think, considering
clarity, Ricardo's on Gluttony.
Oh, Gluttony. I'm sorry. Why do I? Not bad. My bad. I don't know why I have Ricardo here. My bad. Because I have Ricardo and Julie versus Gluttony below. My bad. Yeah, Wilhelm and Garth versus Lust. I think that this is going to be an interesting fight. I'm curious to see how much of a fight Garfield will put up against Lust, because it's like one beast being Garfield and his own transformation versus like multiple beasts. You know what I mean? That may come from Lust. I'm curious as to what Lust may transform into. I'm curious if she'll go dragon, and if that like whole part from the opening with Garfield punching a dragon is foreshadowing for what may to come.
Subaru has crazy character development.
Very, very cool stuff there. I'm looking forward to that. I think that would be
3
kind
minutes
of the
on the
more
goal.
calmer
Holy
fight,
shit.
if anything. But I think it'll be the most emotionally packed, 100%, because there are 2 get backs here that need to be dished out. You know what I mean? Ricardo and Julie versus Gluttony. Cool stuff there. I mean, Julie seems to have been able to get away from Gluttony the first time, so it seems that he's definitely able to kind of hold himself to it. It's clear that the brother that they fought in this core will probably be the one that they fight again. It will not be it won't be the other one that took Rem's memories. You know what I mean? And I think that is going to kind of play into the late game, because I'm pretty sure if that brother gets killed, which he most likely will, they're gonna be like, you know, why aren't the memories back? And then they're gonna clock that, you know, it's not the other brother. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be kind of interesting to see. With that whole outcome, I'm curious to see how Garfield is gonna overcome his whole issue with Elsa in the middle of Lust's fight, especially if Lust can understand the people who kind of mean the most to him, and in a way, I'm pretty sure she could also find out who is like tormenting him / haunting him. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Lust may try to mess with him. And then Reinhardt and Subaru versus Greed, baby. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Your big money prediction,
baby. Dude, listen, chat. I almost ripped my shirt in half when he was like, "Go with Subaru." I was like, "Hell yes!" You're talking about the strongest versus what seemingly is the invincible. You know what I mean? And I think that is going to be a hell of a fight because oh man, let me just not even get into it. Yeah, I got a lot to say towards the end. But good God, that's hype, man. You're putting somebody that's technically nerfed, with the strongest character, and that's hype, man. I hope to see Beatrice wake up. Judging by the key visual, it seems that she will come back and clutch up in a good moment. But we'll see. You know what I mean? Wait and see type thing. I would hope that Subaru is able to kind of summon her too from a long distance, given that she'll be far away when she does wake up. If she does wake up, so her return is looking hype. But for now, this is hype. That's peak. Raw, Kino, Swag, Tepe, I love you. Yeah, man. I like these setups, man. Very good fights. I feel like they're very balanced fights as well. Hey, we reached the goal. Oh, guess
13
you're
seconds left is crazy.
Guess you're continuing these streams, buddy. Let's go.
13 seconds left is nutty.
Yeah, I know, right? Good work, Chad. See, this is what we should have been doing, Chad, not, scattering my ashes. But I digress. And then, of course, Ferris and Anastasia will remain. So it seems like Anastasia not getting any fights after all. Kind of sad about it. But I get it. She's more of a merchant than a fighter at heart. Understandable. I'm kind of... So I know you talked about this, but...
Thank you so much, guys.
I was expecting Al to go with Priscilla. You know what I mean? I really was. Yeah. He kind of was just silent after he kind of got kicked around a little bit.
Yeah, his dialogue was cut, unfortunately.
Yeah, and can you remind me again, what was the dialogue again? He said he was... He said that he does have a role, right? Like,
I never told you his full dialogue, but at first he really wanted to go with Priscilla, and Priscilla was like something like, "I don't need a clown," or whatever, something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then he kind of sat there for a while, and then at the end of the discussion, Subaru was like, "Al, what are you sulking about?" And then Al was like, "I'm not sulking. That wouldn't be cute for a man my age." And then Subaru, like, he put his hand down, and he was like, "Please, Al, can you help us in the fight this time? Like, I need you to help me save Amelia." And Al was like, if that's really what you want, then I'll help. And then he slapped his hand away in, like, anger. And then that was his scene there that got cut.
Okay, but so he does have a role. Okay, see, that's interesting. He does have a role, but where does he go?
So it's decided that he and the Iron Fang are just gonna stay at the City Hall.
Gotcha. Okay. See, that makes it interesting then, because I know you're excited for this part. So I'm like, who comes and jumps Al?
I'm just excited to watch him sit around, man. He's great.
Don't lie to me. Dude, there's definitely something. I mean, is it like the other brother, maybe? Is it the other Gluttony? Does he come, maybe, to try to jump City Hall? Because, one of them fought Julie, so maybe it's the other one that goes and tries to jump City Hall.
Why go fight Al when he's just chilling?
Nah, man, he's got a death wish.
It's a violation of his rights.
Oh, brother. Nah, I think, okay, so chat, I'm gonna put this out there for theory number 1 for Core 2. The main suspect, Gluttony, the one that needs to actually die, will come to City Hall, but he won't get killed. I think Al will fight him off in a one-on-one. That's my theory, chat. Theory number 1, the Al unprecedented fight. All right.
Thank you for the 2 months. Al is cool. You're right.
But yeah, good setups, man. I'm liking the nighttime setting. It really has fallen into the ED setting 100%. The only thing now I'm wondering is how destructive does this battle get? But I'll get to that in a second. So, moving on to the church wedding scene. I'm starting to really understand now, like Regulus's greed, right? It's kind of like the greed of perfection a little bit. Like it's with his wives, it's kind of like the greed of perfection, I should say, because when he came up to Amelia and was like, you can't smile, you can't, no emotion, all that good stuff. And he was saying how like when there's like pretty girls and then like when they smile, they turn ugly. He's trying to keep them perfect in his own thought process as they are, right? And by not expressing emotions, they are perfect in his eyes. And I think that's kind of like his way of showing his greed of perfection on his wives.
Does that sound familiar?
And
you remember when Amelia told Subaru that the version of her in his head must be great?
Yes. Oh, you're right. You're right. See, that even makes it better why these two have to fight, man.
Yep.
It's so good. Oh, Tepe. Okay, sorry.
He's losing it.
I'm losing it, chat.
He's tweaking.
Oh my god. Gonna rip my shirt in half, chat. I already ripped one in half. I can't do another one. I'm gonna have to order some more at this rate. But I also really liked Amelia's feelings. Kind of how she stood on business, man. I mean, she stood on business. Even the other wives were like, "Oh shit, she's about to get killed." But I really liked how she was basically saying how like what her understanding of marriage should be, reflecting on her the unison that her mother and Betelgeuse before he snapped what they could have had and all that good stuff. And he was basically saying how she was basically saying how she can't reciprocate what Subaru would like right now, and I respect that for her character. I think that the long haul for the relationship is going to be really satisfying. I think Amelia still has a long way to go in terms of like becoming the woman she wants to be, especially when it comes to just her as a person and as a royal candidate selection, future leader potentially and all that good stuff. And I really liked her speech. Of course, just a funny note to point out about Regulus is losing his damn mind. I don't think anybody sorry, I'm remembering his facial expressions that he was I don't think anybody ever has stood up to Regulus this way, and it's really pissing him off. But before he attempted to blow Amelia's head off, we got the Wedding Crashers, baby. Wedding Crashers, OST, door come flying out, everybody turns around, moonlight, OST, Jesus Christ. I mean, oh my god, chat, what do you want from Tepe? What do you want? He keeps feeding you and you're gonna get fat, chat. He's just so damn good at writing these things, man. I loved it, man. I loved it. And here we are. The stage is set. The stakes are high. Got a new key visual. Reinhardt is ready. He's there. I pray to God Reinhardt pulls out his sword because like Subaru mentioned, you're throwing the strongest at the invincible. And I'm wondering how exactly do you hurt Regulus? You know what I mean? Like what is the key? Because his defense seems damn near impenetrable. You know what I mean? He's never really, I mean, outside of oh my god, what's her name? The one that came with him in the one that dragged him in the trial flashback. What's her name, chat? Oh my god, I'm tweaking. I can't remember her name right now. She's literally responsible for Fortuna and Betelgeuse. What's her name, chat? Somebody help me. I'm exposing myself badly. Somebody save me. Somebody please save me, chat. I beg. There we go, Pandora. Thank you. Outside of Pandora, he's never been hurt. You know what I mean? He's never been dragged around or anything. So I'm like, how exactly do you hurt him? You know what I mean? So that's gonna be interesting to see. I'm curious if Reinhardt has like the divine protection of penetration. No pun intended. You know?
Goon Sensei at it again.
Oh no! Come on! Like I don't understand. Like there's just no. I don't see any easy way to. I don't see a way for him to take damage right now. So I'm excited to see how this fight goes down. But other than that, man, this shit was peak, man. This was a great season, man. This was a great season.
I have a question for you. Now,
okay.
I know that regardless, you're a seasonal watcher, so you would have sat down for Cour 2 anyway. So like that. Putting that aside.
Okay.
Do you think that this Cour ender was good enough to have you locked in for 11 weeks?
I think so. I think so mainly because they showed the setup, right? I think that a lot of reactors, especially, are gonna sit down and really take note of the upcoming conflict. And I just think like the fact that they like Regulus and Reinhardt are in the same room right now, that's gonna have people locked in. On top of the fact that just like I know I heard you guys talking about this earlier, like about Dawn, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, chat. I'm already working ahead, looking at 2025 and all that good stuff. I think ReZero is gonna slam in the second half because this is an extremely weak winter season coming up. Extremely weak. Like I was like, dude, I'm not even like for the first time in years, I'm not even above like 10 shows for once. I know that's still a lot, but for me, I'm like, really? Like the quality is just really low come winter 2025. And if White Fox brings it, I genuinely think that this next core can slam. Because again, I don't know what to expect. I don't know like how Tepe does action in terms of dialogue. You know what I mean? I know that Tepe is not drawing like back-to-back color pages of choreography. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering how he writes action scenes. Like, does he, like I know he probably draws stuff like, I turn my sword to the back and go for a quick stab, but that person moved away. You know what I mean? Like, how does Tepe do action, and how can White Fox elevate that to a really high amount? Because they have no reason to hold back anymore. You know what I mean? They have no reason to hold back. I want them to have fun. I want them to get creative. I'm sorry. If people have cool ideas, for the love of God, don't butcher them. Please, for the love of God, don't butcher them. I want to imagine that they played for the long haul with Arc 5 more than the intermediate. You know what I mean? You could definitely make some arguments about maybe some episodes being weak or some things being off in this first half, but if they're able to justify, you know what I mean?
We have to hope that they're putting all the eggs in the Cour 2 basket.
Yeah, I really do, man. Like I hope they have people like Hamill and anybody else who's got ambition, man. I hope they have them in the writer's room every week. And it's like, okay, how do we want to depict A, B, C, X, Y, Z in a really badass way? Because again, looking at the opening, you know what I mean? Amelia was moving. Priscilla, I still don't even know what Priscilla did in the opening. I just know they caught on fire and they just fucking died. But you know what I mean? It's going to be really interesting to see. Hold on, chat saying, okay, solo leveling, I understand, right? Sakamoto days, very hit or miss. I'm telling you now, very hit or miss Sakamoto days. Apothecary Diaries, sure, but I also feel like Apothecary Diaries is definitely an acquired taste audience. You know what I mean? It's definitely huge. I watched Apothecary, definitely huge, but I feel like in terms of like that traction, that weekly traction, Apothecary can be like really calm sometimes, like really like like good episode here, and then it's like, man, this episode rocked. You know what I mean? Dr. Stone, I mean, okay, come on. I like Dr. Stone. Yeah, come on. I read Dr. Stone, but come on, really? But Dr. Stone in the big 2024, like having like momentum behind it, like it's a good. I like Dr. Stone. Read it. I'm gonna watch it, but I know that's not what people are locked in for. I know that's not people are locked in for. They're definitely gonna be locked in between. To me, we're going from ReZero versus Don to ReZero versus Soul Leveling, in my opinion. I do not think Sakamoto Days is gonna have. I'm cautious about Sakamoto Days. I'm very cautious about Sakamoto Days.
Doesn't look like it's gonna accomplish too much, to be honest with you.
I heard. I'm cautious, chat. Let's just say I'm cautious. I've got my reasons to be cautious, and I'll leave it at that. Of course, I could be wrong, and we'll come back, and I'll apologize to Sakamoto Days if I'm wrong, but I'm cautious for a good reason, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But I think ReZero will be able to have a really strong second half come February. I know that it's 11 weeks, but chat, considering the holidays are here, I mean, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, man, it's going to fly by pretty quickly, chat. Next thing you know, we're going to be waking up and the Core 2 trailer is going to drop. We're going to get the ED and OP announcement about Core 2 and all that good stuff. It's going to fly by. Like, everybody needs to just, like, inhale and exhale just briefly. It's going to be here before you know it. I mean, we're already, at the end of November. You know what I mean? Yeah. We need to just get through we really, realistically speaking, chat, we need to just get through these next 4 weeks, because I'm guarantee you information will start coming out for ReZero very soon in January. Like, it won't be long before we start hearing about OP ED information, at least. And then a trailer should come. What did you say, Austin? DM today? A trailer should come.
So what they're doing is a rebroadcast that ends the week before Core 2 starts.
Yes, a trailer should come, if not like right. It's either gonna come right as that broadcast ends, either during the broadcast week or the week before the broadcast.
Yeah, I think
starts,
the latest it drops is the week before, which I feel like would be crazy to do a week before Core 2 release. You gotta release it earlier than that, right?
Yeah. I think if anything, I think the trailer will drop second week of January, in my opinion. That's in my opinion. I think that it'll drop that early because they dropped this Core's trailer a couple weeks out. They dropped multiple teasers weeks out. You know what I mean? And I feel like they're gonna drop it like a week after New Year's for sure, in my opinion. I'd be surprised if we go the rest of this year and don't hear don't hear our artist announcements. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Truth be told, because it takes time to get an OP and an ED done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
well, some people think that we aren't getting new ones. Personally, I think absolutely we're getting new ones, but
we're 100% getting new ones. If we don't get a new OP and ED, at least give us new visuals, man. At least, because it just feels like it'll be kind of weird to have the same visuals, knowing that like the context of it being nighttime now, and yet we're still seeing daytime stuff in the OP. It just wouldn't feel right. I definitely think that we're getting two sets. I don't understand why anybody would think that we would get the same. It just doesn't.
Some people in my Discord think 8 episodes is too short, so we're not getting anything new. Some people think that we'll have either the same song or the same visuals, like not both, just like one of the two. And then Chads like me are saying that we'll get an entirely new opening and ending, because I just don't see that not happening.
Yeah, I think it'd be really weird if they were to have daytime visuals and a purely nighttime setting now. I mean, plus it gives them the ability to like do some more cool stuff, man. Like, it's nighttime, man. How can you make this magic really pop out at nighttime? Like, how does Priscilla's flames look under the moonlight, or how does Sirius's flames look under the moonlight? You know what I mean? And like, can they take some of that ED quality and bring it to the OP to really make stuff pop? Because man, did the art really pop in the ED. I think that'd be. I really think that stuff would be kind of cool to see what they'll do. And like I said, they can just have fun with the OP this time around. I mean, it's just fights, bro. Like your guidelines are your only guidelines for the fights are the matchups themselves, not exactly what any character is doing. You don't have to have a script for swordsmanship. You don't have to have a script for like give me Reinhardt kicking the shit out of Regulus out of the chapel, bro. Please. Please, bro. Please. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Like, you guys can't tell me that if you guys saw like Reinhardt and Regulus duking it out and like Subaru like hitting some shots from the back with like Beatrice's ice crystals and stuff like that.
Like just like some good shots of like silhouettes fighting in front of the moon, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, it'd just be so cool. Like fighting on top of the buildings or like moving across stuff. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Not to mention. Oh yeah. Wait. Not to mention. Where the hell is Felt? Yeah. Where the hell is Felt?
Oh, I forgot about her.
Where is Felt? I just realized. I was like, wait a minute. Everybody's in the meeting.
I'm not gonna lie. I forgot about her.
In the cut content?
No, I just straight like everything. She wasn't cut.
Is there? Oh, she wasn't. Did she have a role in the second half?
She's not even in the fucking key visual, bro.
Bro, the way they don't let her fight. Come on, man. Nah. She's definitely got to fight, man. She's headed home. Okay, bro. Felt's chilling in a shelter.
It's dark. She's like 15. She's got to go to bed.
Oh, fucking brother.
Get a load of this guy.
After she beats a man over the head with a bottle. Okay.
Hey, what
I guess she is in a shelter.
Prerogative.
Yeah. Okay, I guess she is in a shelter. The question I have too is, what is Reinhardt's dad gonna do? Mr. Heinkel, you know what I mean? He's on the move.
Be a fucking drunk.
Oh, brother. She doesn't need to fight. Yeah, but what is Felt gonna do? Jump around? Felt got hands, doesn't she? Are we just forgetting her attempted tactics against Elsa?
They're gaslighting you.
I thought Felt has hands, chat. Come on. Come on, chat. I know she's got hands, but that dagger and that wind magic. Come on, chat.
Are you gonna succumb to the gaslight of chat?
You know what? They tried to do it to me one time with saying that the speech was last week, or like the speech is already over. I'm not falling for it again. I'm not falling for it again, chat. Y'all will have to pay me to fall for the gaslight. You want me to fall for it? Don't know.
Heinkel is not tied. You want me to fall for it? Don't know. Heinkel is not tied up anymore. There's a... In the shots of everyone during the speech, you can see that he broke out and knocked out the Stooges.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, where is he gonna go? Like, does he lend a hand anywhere? You know, even though he's not necessarily... Well, no, see, Priscilla brought him, so technically, if anything, he'll be working with Priscilla. Interesting. Only hands she's throwing are against the high school fees, dog. Okay. You mean when she ran away while Subaru was fighting that woman? Oh my god. Chat, for the love of God. Come on. Felt has Tony with her. She's unbeatable. Exactly. Guys, listen. Felt needs something this season. I need to see Felt fight, man. I need something, chat. I need Amelia.
I guess we have to wait till February.
Oh my god, I need Amelia to throw hands too, man. I need to see that ice sprayer art. What is it? Ice sprayer arts?
Ice sprayer arts.
Yeah, I need to see that again, man. I really like that stuff. I think her fighting in a wedding dress would be kind of raw. Not gonna lie. Kind of raw, chat. I don't know. I'm just saying. Felt doesn't actually have a divine protection of wind. That was just Elsa's guess, but it was never confirmed. Okay, true. I think I remember a statement of that back in season 1. That's right. But she's cool. And I wanted to fight. Subaru beats up women.
He usually gets his ass beat by women, actually.
Yeah, that is true.
Like Jordan Cour.
Okay. No comment on the on that. No comment.
Jordan likes it when women uphold gender norms. Fighting in a dress, be real.
Oh my god. Dude.
Damn.
Man, you guys just... God, I've been getting my ass beat today, man. Golly.
No, it wasn't as bad as 2 weeks ago or last week, though.
I don't know, man. Bubba hitting me with the 7-piece combo was pretty...
okay. If you're talking about Bubba, then yeah. I mean, Bubba's doing his own thing. That's just... that's an unrelated incident.
True. That was like a Shibuya incident, you know? Just a way.
They started donating to guarantee more weekly streams so that you can come on more, dude. They want more of you. They can never get enough of you.
I will be here, chat. I will be here. You know, especially if the stream's on the weekend. Oh yeah, I will be here.
Yeah, I'll probably do these on Sunday. I don't know. I'm not gonna do it this Sunday because I did this on Wednesday. You know, next. Sunday,
yeah. I feel you. Yeah. No, I'm 100% game. I'm 100% game for that because I am very much down to be here, chat. There's gonna be some. I'm sure. I mean, we got Jump Festa coming up and all that good stuff too. I'm sure there'll be some cool stuff to. Yeah, dude. We should do it. Last 2 weeks in December, I believe.
Okay, because between December 7th and 17th, I'm not in California, so.
Right, I remember you saying that. Yeah. I think you'll be back. I
will miss the weekly stream for December 8th and 15th, but after that, I'll be back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You going on a little R&R. Who in the right mind? Yeah, but yeah, I will gladly be here. But as far as Jordan's opinion on wife beater Regulus, we gotta kill him, dog.
He stands.
Oh my god. Chat, don't listen to him. I have enough allegations as it is. Please.
What's one more?
What's one more?
What's one more?
Chat, listen. I'm a good man, I promise. I made mistakes. But I can be reformed, okay? I can be reformed. If you just, open your arms and let me in. I can be changed. Is it really beating if they got vaporized? Jesus Christ.
Is that about you or Regulus?
Wait. Not Caper. Cancel. I need you to clarify. I need you to clarify, please, for my own safety. But as far as predictions go, Looking at stakes for next season, man, I can't imagine that this is going to be clean cut kumbaya. I know Krush is already down for the count. I'm worried about Wilhelm. First off, I'm afraid that he may not come back from this in the low. I know in the episode he said that like his nerves were steeled, and he is more than anything. The battlefield is where his mind is clear. but I worry for him, especially with the divine protection from the goddess of death or the god of death. You know what I mean? I'm worried that if he gets hit, that's raps. Because unlike before, this may not be coming out to a simple injury on the shoulder. You know what I mean? I'm putting a red flag on Wilhelm.
Yeah. Who do you think wins or loses their fights from the matchups? You know.
Oh man, this is my okay. I think Wilhelm may draw it. If anything, I think Wilhelm may draw it. Hold on, let me pull up the. Okay, I think Wilhelm may draw it. It's possible that Ricardo and Julie may not necessarily win their fights either if Gluttony escapes. But I just genuinely I have to see how Gluttony fights. To be honest, like because the main thing about Gluttony's like a jackpot hit. Like he's like a glass cannon, and the glass cannon comes from the fact that if he knows your name, he knows how to glass cannon hit you like and basically take all your HP in one blow. You know what I mean? So I got to see how this Gluttony, fights because we didn't really get too much of a big glimpse about it. I think if Al has a fight against the other Gluttony, Al is definitely curb stopping the living dog shit out of the other Gluttony.
You think it's that easy?
I listen. As much as you especially do not glaze anybody. Okay, yeah, you buddy old pal. You don't glaze anybody, but when you do glaze, you got a good reason. I think this guy might have some.
I think I'm pretty normal about Al. I don't know.
Yo, chat, pull up the logs. Search his mentions of Al on the server, okay? You might find something quite interesting there. But I think Al is definitely stomping, 100%. I think Subaru and Regulus and Reinhardt and Amelia is definitely going to be a long fight. It might take half the core to kill that motherfucker, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I still don't. I don't understand. I mean, like I know like Reinhardt's sword is like that's when shit's real. But we need to. I still don't understand what Regulus's ability is exactly. You know what I mean? I don't know like what the specifics are, what the conditions are. Does it require a certain state of mind? You know what I mean? Does it require like vision? Like does Regulus have to like see the person in front of him in order to actually be able to defend himself and all that good? So I don't know. I don't know. So until we get the specifications, we'll see. I'm also expecting Subaru to debut Invisible Leg if that's possible. I really hope that we get Invisible Leg because in the KV, and I'm not gonna lie, him kicking the hell out of Regulus with Invisible Leg will be so raw. I might throw my chair out the window, chat, if he kicks Regulus with Invisible Leg. I'm just saying. I might throw my chair out the window out of fight. I'm also expecting the scale of some of these fights to get pretty damn massive. I think the destruction that we've seen now is just the tip of the iceberg. It might get kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, because these archbishops have no reason to mine infrastructure. You know what I mean? And with that being said, let the gates of hell open up for whatever may come, especially with Sirius, notably. But yeah, that's pretty much my predictions. I'm definitely gonna be keeping my ear out to see.
You skipped the woman fight.
I said Priscilla, right?
No,
did I not mention Priscilla?
No.
Okay. My bad. I went. Oh my not that interesting, dude. I think Priscilla's probably gonna sweep. I still need to see how much more of like what does the Yang sword actually do? I think somebody say like it's like a buffer sword essentially? Question mark?
I don't take it too seriously.
Okay. Until I see what the sword does and like how it actually affects her, because it sounds like it's a pretty damn important sword to just for it to be chilling in a pocket dimension essentially. It's definitely got to be a pretty darn important sword.
What about Kurgan versus Garf?
Kurgan versus Garf. That's right, and Lust. Let me think here. Okay, it's possible that Ricardo might take the L. Garf narratively has to win this fight, but I think Garf is going to be Garf is gonna have some serious work cut out from him. I feel like because Lust is a hard one to kill. I think if anything, Lust might live. To be honest, I think killing Lust might be very hard. I feel like she still has a way to kind of get out of tricky spots and tough situations. I don't see Ricardo measuring up to one of Valakia's best. You know what I mean? Even in death,
Ricardo's like gluttony.
Oh my god! I'm mixing stuff up. I could see. Wait, do I have my notes mixed up? Then
you might.
I might have my notes mixed up. Okay, wait. Ricardo and Julie versus Glenn. No, okay. I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling.
I'm just trolling.
I'm just trolling. I'm trolling. I have stuff in between them. That's why I'm mixing stuff up. Hold on. Let me just like put these together.
That notepad file's getting devious.
It's getting devious, chat. I have stuff all over the place. Like I have like, oh my god. Okay, put this there. Okay, yeesh, my bad, chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. How would Ricardo go then? Honestly, as long as the names aren't said, unless I don't know something the Gluttonies can do, you know what I mean? I think they'll be fine. It really comes down to a name diff, but Garfield should be able to win this fight. Now, in the event that Garfield doesn't win this fight, I'm curious to, well, no. He has to win. That's just point blank period. I don't see Taipei dragging like this whole kind of internal thing of his strength wavering. I don't see Taipei dragging it out long. You know what I mean? I think that it's definitely gonna be something that Garfield conquers this arc. But of course, the main thing is definitely gonna be, we're making sure that Wilhelm can take down, his wife, so that way I want to wait. But quick question then: if Wilhelm takes down Theresia, the mark, the injury doesn't go away, right? It won't go away for Mimi, right?
I don't think so.
So
I mean, I don't really think it's been particularly explained what would happen.
Right? Yeah, I'm thinking about like if Mimi would recover. You know what I mean? Because if that's the case, then Mimi may be down for a long time. And that's actually interesting. Man, Anastasia has taken some L's this season too of what she may lose, or what she's lost rather too. Because now the siblings are pretty much gonna have to make up for a lack of Mimi. But as long as Garfield is able to get his get back, I feel like that should be enough for him to kind of steal his resolve back. And if Mimi wakes up, with a new injury that may kind of, persist every now and then hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Ankh versus wife, yeah, that I think that'll be a good fight. I still worry for him. It should be able to close, but not permanently. Yeah, see that, man, that sucks, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, as long
that
as
really really sucks.
Take Theresia and push her somewhere else, it'll kind of close on its own.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that sucks, man. That you really can't like remove that after her death. Because Mimi took. But then again, though, Mimi didn't get slashed by. No, yeah, she did. She did get slashed by her.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about she got slashed. Yeah. That's gonna be rough, man. Yeah. Then Garfield has to win. Garfield 100% has to win.
So basically, you think that Garf can't take an entire arc of L's.
Well,
you think there has to be a W at the end of the tunnel at least?
I think there has to be something for him. You know what I mean? It just, man, I don't know. I really don't see Taipei dragging this in the arc 6. You know what I mean? But then again, though, I also don't. The main thing here is this: I don't see them killing all the archbishops. I don't.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, right? If this is the archbishop's exit, no, it can't be. It can't be. The gluttony siblings, even if one dies, the main one will still survive. You know what I mean? So it's not like this is the full send off for the archbishops as a group. You know what I mean? I would like to imagine that at least 2 of them may survive. You know what I mean? Or maybe Regulus might be the only one that dies this season, which is like, okay, I'm down with that.
The elephant in the room is if Wilhelm and Garf, like, can they beat these 2 and then fight Lust?
No. No. Okay, see now I see where the problem lies. I'm not gonna lie. Lust may open up another floodgate too, to be honest, and that might contribute to even more destruction and even more of the battle moving from one place to another, and that might be interesting. I think lust might get away. Yeah, lust might get away. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything important, but I don't think I am. Unless Heinkel goes to fight Lust by chance.
He's got that dog in him.
It's very much possible Heinkel might come in clutch and free up. He either might come and free up somebody, or
he'll cause more problems.
Or he'll cause more problems. It's one or the other. It's definitely not in between. It's either Heinkel. It's three options here. Heinkel goes to fight Lust himself. Heinkel frees up Wilhelm, and Wilhelm goes to fight Lust, or Heinkel frees up Garfield, and Garfield goes to fight Lust. It's one of those things. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not gonna be the Garfield option. Well, wait, actually, yeah, I don't know. God, there's so many possibilities. And then there's Otto, But I know Otto is sneaking around trying to get the book back right now. You know what I mean? But it's always a possibility that Otto could come in clutch when we least expect it. And I hope that's the case, because I've heard that, I know that they've cut Otto using magic and stuff like that. And apparently Otto has the greatest hands of all time, Bruce Lee level hands. So I kind of need it. So Pyro could, I could apologize to Pyro officially. And yeah. Why have you not considered Otto could control Capella when she turns into an animal? Okay, buddy, listen here. There's no way it's that simple. I thought about that one time. I was like, man, what if Otto controls all like the monsters that she's created? You know what I mean? And I was like, nah, like she's definitely got to have more control, right?
The elephant in the room for this entire conflict is that
there's a lot of elephants.
They only think that there is one gluttony, and there's no way that Garf and Wilhelm can handle all three of Kurgan, Teresia, and Capella at the same time. Nor can they probably go in a gauntlet.
That's a good point. See, this is why we need Al. This is why we need Al, bro. We need Al. Al is chilling. The key. Al is literally the key. This is what I'm talking about. Damn you, Tepe. Why doesn't Al move? Why?
He's chilling.
No, we need him. I need to see this dog that's in him. I'm mad about it, man.
He's chilling. He's making sure no one fucks up City Hall, so like Cruz can be protected, man.
Oh my god. Listen, man. I'm taking some of my money out of Al stocks if he doesn't move. All right.
All right. More for me.
Oh fucking god, dude. He better move, man. That's all I'm saying. Are you sure he can't talk with them? Can't the Maybeast girl talk with them? That is true. And you know what? Okay, maybe that's a good point, because I know the people. Hold on. Maybe it's a good point. Raw, because the people, the Maybeasts are people. They're people transformed into Maybeasts. So that may be a huge possibility. However, at the same time, if he does that, there's no stopping Lust from just like killing those poor people if they try to jump her. And it's like, I don't know, Otto. That might be a little risky. You might be sending these people to their deaths, but
they are low diff creatures.
Yeah, they are literally like the low diff fodder that you fight when you're like trying to level up in a game. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, guys. I don't know. Yeah, the trash mobs basically.
The only person who can't fight them is Subaru.
Yeah, yeah, Subaru without Beatrice is tough, man. It's real tough. And then yeah, I hope Beatrice comes back, man. I hate that they sideline my daughter, bro.
Why they do that? 164 giant flies versus Capella.
Capella will be fighting for her life, bro. I think Tepe stated once that Otto can talk to Maybeast, then just reply, dude, I am a fucking Maybeast. I am going to kill Dude, that will be very entertaining if that actually happened. Like, dude, I need your help. Hey, bro, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bro. Get away from me. Like, get away from me, dog. I don't know you, bro. Don't ask for my help, human.
So, what it sounds like is your thoughts for Core 2 are anything could really happen at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely winner takes all. I don't think these matchups will. I think these are good matchups, but they definitely won't play out as happy.
Yeah, they're
as
all
they
very.
may need to.
In your mind, they're all very close matchups, right?
Yeah, 100%. Except for, you know what? Actually, yeah, because you know what? Even Regulus's matchup is kind of close because, again, defense may be impenetrable, and it's like, how do you fight that? Like, how do you genuinely fight that? Again, I need more details off of all these characters. I need to see what the angle of victory will be for these characters, and I'm curious to see what dog
sorry.
has in her for sure.
There's one fight you said is a sweep, and it's probably Priscilla and Liliana versus Sirius.
Yeah, 100%.
So that one's a sweep. You think Teresia versus Wilhelm could really go either way, although you have a feeling that Wilhelm is done and dusted.
Yep, red flag.
Red
flag, 100%.
You think that Julius and Ricardo versus Gluttony could go either way.
Right.
You feel like Garf versus Kurgan is going to be an ass beating, but Garf will eventually win because otherwise what was all of this trauma for?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I
feel like he'll sink even lower than before going into Arc 6, you know what I mean?
And then Regulus versus Reinhard and Amelia and Subaru could go either way.
Absolute cinema, though.
Yeah.
Absolute cinema. Dude, like, I just want to see some crazy stuff, man. I genuinely just want, because what I want especially, man, I want Regulus's VA to put on a performance of a lifetime, man. I want his fucking, I want his gears to be so grinded. The studio recording booth starts to like just catch on fire, man, from how good the VA performance is, man. I really want him to be like, you know, these are my rights. You cannot violate my rights. You know, and I just want it to like get that intense, man, because he clearly is about to lose his marbles now, and I want it to get.
Reinhardt's like, I apologize, and then he grabs him by the leg and throws him across the city.
Yeah. Dude, that's exactly what I need, man. I need these Titans to really go at it, man. Like, even if it's like Reinhardt, like, and just Regulus fight for a bit on their own, you know what I mean? Like, like, give me some Dragon Ball Z shit. No, I'm just kidding. That might be too much. But, you know, like, let it get like a little crazy, you know? Yeah, like, you know, like, you're talking about two guys who can like fly and shit, man. Like, oof, man. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, I give this first core like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I give this shit like a strong 9, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn,
strong
really?
9. Dude, the speech, the theories, the setup, the premiere was good. The potential is there. The quality is consistent. A lot of good ideas on the board. I like how at the center of all of this, however, is the fact that whatever outcome happens in Core 2 plays a lot into the royal candidate selection. I think that pulling all of this back to the royal candidate selection is very important because it shows that Tepe still has, you know, he still is conscious of the fact that I got to make some moves where they need to be made. You know what I mean? And I'm curious about the outcome too. You know, I'm very curious about episode. Maybe like, I'm curious to see how fast these fights can happen too. You know, maybe episode 7 or 8 is when I'm expecting to see like the fall off, or not fall off, the kind of like the cool down.
The wind down.
The wind down. I'm curious to see what happens with Anastasia, what happens with the Cruise Camp. Did Roswell happen to have anything in motion beforehand? I sure as hell wouldn't put it past him. What does the book say what does the tome say when Otto gets it fixed? What becomes of all these wives that are now free from Regulus if he ends up getting killed? There's a lot to look forward to after, as much as there is much to look forward to during.
We'll do one final chat question, then we'll wrap up the stream because I want to go do other shit. Thoughts on return by death potential still to readjust these matchups? ?
I hope that Core 2 stays with the same momentum as right now. Subaru does not need to die. He does not need to die. I think that this whole season of him not having the most like pre Batman level prep time has done wonders for the narrative, because I really feel like whatever happens. You know what I mean? This is a winner takes all situation, and I feel like it just goes against his whole mindset of like, leave it to me, and I'm going to, I'm going to try to live rather than just kill myself to fix it. You know what I mean? I hope that
That's fair.
he gets to live. I really do. Even if it's more injuries, he might sustain during the battle or whatnot, I hope he gets to live. And I just hope he gets to live. Just no. Keep him away from return by death. If he does die, I don't know, man. I just feel like when you end the season, especially off like this, you know what I mean? It just feels like everybody's already like in place. There's no point of needing to switch things up. You know what I mean? I feel like Taipei did this for a reason, and he's going to follow through with it to the end.
That's fair.
Yeah, man. So, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back for when the trailer drops, I'd say. You know what I mean? We will be back on other streams to talk about just, winter season and stuff. We got stuff to talk about, chat.
Yeah.
We got stuff to we got stuff.
I'll do one stream before I go on vacation for a little bit. I'll pull up, try and get some anime news, whatever's going on. Shit. Oh no, I guess next stream is right before the MHA final volume comes out. Hee. So I want to talk about that. Yippee!
True. Man, dodge the bullet.
So I'll be back next week. If Jordan's here, he's free to join next Sunday.
Yeah, I'll be here.
December 8th.
I can guarantee you that I'll be here because now that they're on the weekends, especially,
Yeah.
I can
When ReZero comes back, we will go back to Wednesdays, unfortunately for you. You have to fucking figure it out, mister.
Yeah. I've already worked on it. I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but chat. Other than that, thank you for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure. I look forward to part 2, Arc 6 trailer day, Arc 6, and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye, buddy.
Bye, Jordan. Fucking lunatic. Shit he was saying about women is crazy. Alright guys, there's gonna be no novel section today. There's really nothing to talk about. Thanks everyone for coming out. I appreciate it all very much. Thank you all for supporting this stream idea, especially with Jordan. It's been a fun time. Past 8 weeks coming on with Jordan, and he's welcome anytime he wants to come on. We'll be live next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, but the one after that, December 8th. Not December 8th. Wait, December 1st, sorry. December 1st. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. There will be more content, especially ReZero content, in the coming 11-week hiatus. And then we'll obviously be back for Court 2 with the episode videos and shit like that. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord already. Do note you should at least be somewhat normal, please, for the love of God. We talk about ReZero, we talk about Kagurabachi, some people still talk about JJK for some reason, we talk about Chainsaw Man, all kinds of shit like that. You can become a YouTube member, you get the funny colored name in both YouTube chat and Discord, you get the member badge, you get access to emotes, you get access to behind the scenes content, you get access to videos before their actual release, like the upcoming 60 FPS anime opening video that I'm working on right now. Also, maybe tomorrow, ideally tomorrow, I'll have ReZero Core 1 cut content video out. I'll try my best. Yeah, you have to at least be normal, no more normal than Jordan. Thanks everyone for coming out. I appreciate it.